This is Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Here comes a lob for Njenga, and he slams it down, flips it up, count the pump and the bucket. McLaughlin, corner three, nylon, floater for the tie, got it, we're going to overtime. Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. The JV game is getting real tight and exciting, folks, as you can verbally hear the junior varsity coach of the Blue Jays screaming for a timeout. As you should. It's a two-point game, and so every possession matters here in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that contest as we continue on with our pregame coverage of Cardinals and Blue Jays. It's set for 7 o'clock, but based on where this game's going, we might be seeing a little bit later than 7 o'clock. These two teams are battling it out and might need some extra time. And while we have the time, big thanks to those that support these broadcasts. Those include Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Moto the Macassasoit Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, JD Fit, Menards, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and Big Rapids Daily News. Thank you for your support. If you want to be a supporter of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball, call 796-7000, get a hold of the Big Rapids Media Network, and you can be a part of all of the Cardinal basketball success. We're glad that you are joining us. We went through the teams. We've went through a lot of things to look forward with in this matchup, and obviously, Blake, as we look at a lot of the players that we have on this team's year, we'll get to hear from Coach Kostecki here in just a moment on what he sees with this team, especially with the coaching staff. But I think it goes to show that this team can have a great ability, high-flying plays, a lot of really gritty basketball potentially over last year's team with some of the size, and it seems like an upgrade on the defensive end a little bit, not necessarily maybe individuals, mano-a-mano on the basketball, but as a collective group, that seems to be one of the biggest things that we've heard from this year's group.
Okay, yeah, we have two guys that are 6'6" and bigger that should be able to impact a ton of shots. You got Cole Heiss, who's a wildly intelligent kid, not going to get beat off the dribble. He's going to be in the right spot all the time. And then you've got guys like Liam and Jarice who will lock people down. Liam is a big, strong kid. Jarice is incredibly quick. And, that was kind of thing. We had some quick guys last year, but the physicality was lacking in pieces. We would get dominated by bigger, stronger guards. And that's something that you shouldn't see happen as frequently this year. We got a lot of talent with that group. And, you get a guy like Gabe Njenga should be able to impact a ton of shots, should be a menace defensively. Team defense is something that if you can get good at it, you will be in every single game. And it's something that we're really looking forward to see these guys do. Kent Ingles is a guy who's going to mix up a bunch of different looks. You might see a man, you might see a jump press, you might see a 3-2, you might see a 1-3-1 with a trap that comes from a spot where you don't really expect it to come from. And everywhere in between, the amount of different defenses that I've seen Kent run in the past 15 years is probably, I can't count on two hands and 2 feet. Hopefully, the guys can get locked in. They can find a way to be in the right spots, because that was a big thing last year too. You have 4 guys playing defense really, really well, and one guy takes a nap, and next thing you know, it's a layup. So I'm really looking forward to see. I'm going to take your word for it. I haven't seen it yet. But again, if you can defend, you're going to be in a ball game 90% of the time.
Absolutely, and a lot of that coming off of the Comstock Park scrimmage that these two teams played at Ferris not too long ago, as Coach Kostecki burns a timeout. 1:41 to go in the JV contest here. They trail by 7. Shepherd making a little bit of a run. So it's going to be interesting, because obviously we see one thing in a scrimmage. Will it translate here to the floor tonight will be the ultimate question, as the guys are now out waiting for warm-ups to ensue. And while we have the ability to talk about the environment here tonight, that's right, that's our Cook's Tree Service Timber Report. You're like, what in the world is the Timber Report? We're looking at the environment, right? Where are these guys playing? Obviously, it's at home. And Coach Thomas, you know as well as I do, as a former coach and as a former player, this gym, if you are not used to playing under these lights, can drastically affect your game. It's a different look. It's a different eyesight whenever it's surveying the floor, no matter whether it's looking up through a man down the sideline, having both stands just filled with people all the time. It's a different environment. And so, obviously, for us, great home field advantage. Shepherd, we saw what their place was last year. It's a little bit different as far as the difference in Barnes. So it might be something that Shepherd, you look at the game, maybe you're not banking on making as many shots out of the gate, making maybe a second half run, maybe having more trying to slow the game down defensively to start this one.
Well, I know last year we hosted one of the better regional championships in Class A last year. I don't know if we hosted the Muskegon Big Reds against the Cadillac Vikings. And I had at least 2 different people say how much they really enjoyed the lights. Said it puts the focus on the floor. The kids that played here from those 2 teams enjoy it because it does highlight the floor a little bit better. Like last year we were at Shepherd. I thought that gym was a little bit dim, a little bit harder to see. The light shines so perfectly on the court, and I think it's an experience. Just about every team that we've had play here at least one time has always mentioned these lights are different, but they do usually enjoy them once you get used to them.
Yeah, I love this environment. Wish we would have played under these lights a little bit more because it's a drastic adjustment from one that played in Reed City's gym more than half the time where it's very much a monotone white light and it doesn't really change as opposed to where you have the gradual change coming from the top of the stands to the floor here in Cardinal Arena. Steal and score for Shepherd now makes this one near double digits at 9 with 70 seconds left for the JVs. As the varsities wait on, they will be warming up here more accurately. I just got a text from our board op tonight. Shout out to Sophie Wisniewski, who's going to be running the board. Never heard a more accurate statement. Big Rapids' gym lights stink for the first time that you're under them. Could not agree more. It is and it's an incredible gym, and big shout out to Sophie for running the board for us tonight. And she's right. Like, it is a tough place to play when you are not used to playing here. It's a great home floor advantage for the Cardinals all year long here in this building. We'll get to the JD Fitz starting lineups here in fun fashion later on. Normally we'd go with them ahead of time, but we have something very special in store for you, and it involves the man to my right who shall not be named until we get to that point. You guys are going to enjoy it. We'll also get to our Big Rapids player of the game afterwards, so stick around in our post game. We'll name who was the most outstanding player for the Big Rapids Cardinals in our own eyes on the headsets, and we will give all of our shout-outs as well as we go along. Final 30 seconds here. The lead is double digits for Shepherd. Unless the Cardinals can start making some threes in a hurry, this one is all but finished. An unfortunate effort as Coach Kostecki's group hustling all over the place. Just a couple big runs for Shepherd that went unanswered. And so far, it has not been able to be answered by his own team as the Blue Jays will get a steal and score the other way and count the bucket with the foul as well. So that's going to continue the score up for the Blue Jays, now 42-29 here with 5 seconds to go. So after this free throw, this one will be all set and done. And the boys will take to the floor and get ready for warm-up time. We'll step aside. We'll pay some bills. We'll be back with more of our Cardinal basketball pregame show right here on News Radio WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity and, of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back here courtside in Cardinal Arena. We got warm-ups ensuing here on the floor. It's the Cardinals and Blue Jays. We're so glad you are tuning in with us here on News Radio WBRN, whether you are streaming with us live right here on 107.7, 96.5, as well as 1460 AM, or as well on the WBRN mobile app and WYBR.com. We're so glad that you are with us. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas bringing in the action from courtside as we've gotten through quite a bit of our pregame show here if you are just tuning in, but we still have some time. And with that, we're going to send it to the Coach's Corner with assistant coach Jason Kostecki to learn more about the expectations for this year's team, what they expect, what the opponent looks like on paper as far as the Blue Jays are concerned, and how it feels to be back on the floor here for another campaign. It's going to be a great one. We'll send it now to the Coach's Corner. We're with assistant coach Jason Kostecki. All right, so Coach's Corner here ahead of the season opener against the Shepherd Blue Jays here with assistant coach Jason Kostecki. And Coach, obviously this is a team that is very familiar for you guys to start the season. You went to their place last year, and it wasn't the cleanest game, and unfortunately the Blue Jays got the better end of that deal. But as far as the two teams in comparison from last year to this year, what are the notable things you see for your own team as well as the team across the way in Shepherd?
Yeah, starting with us, we definitely lost, obviously, some key contributors to last year's squad. But we like what we have coming back. We have 3-year players, 4-year players coming back. We have Cole Heist. Liam McLaughlin's going to play some significant minutes. Then you have Njenga, Ty Gelchik. You had Jerice Moulton. It was a dynamic player last year off the bench. So we're really looking positive from our standpoint as far as returners and really filling some of those holes that were left by a guard and Riley Venix and things like that. As far as Shepherd goes, they do return some players that we know that we're going to have to defend and key on. But from last year to this year, we controlled really most of that game last year, just kind of got a little lackadaisical in the second half, started falling three-point shooters, I think we gave up 6 or 8 points off free throws, off just not closing out, correctly and going out of control. So we've cleaned some of that stuff up here in the preseason. So I think we're in a pretty good spot this year.
For sure. And you mentioned that it's going to be a full day. Obviously, you'll get the freshman and the JV games precursor, which is always great for the community. Just talk about the excitement it is to have Big Rapids Cardinal basketball finally returning. It feels like it's been too long since we stopped rolling in March. Yeah,
and I think it comes back to that everybody knows that we did not perform as well as we wanted to in that district tournament, lost to a team in Manistee that I believe that we were better than. They were just better on us that night, and we had some mistakes. Kids are hungry. We've had a great preseason. There's a different attitude about them. There's a different aura. They're excited. They're talking. They're playing together. They're picking each other up. So the culture is definitely shifting, and I think it's for the better. So they're excited to get out and show this community what they've been working on here for the last couple weeks and get out and play somebody other than ourselves and get up and down the floor and show them what Big Rapids basketball is here for this year.
Absolutely. And what it seems like on paper, obviously you mentioned a couple of the guys that have moved on, like Canali as well as Venix. Those guys, obviously shoes to fill for this year's team. But especially from last year, a little bit of struggles at the free throw line as far as rebounding as well some games, but it felt like that team was a lot faster. Would you say that's kind of the same MO, get out in transition, quick, fast, efficient basketball? Or maybe is this a year with a little bit more size when you add guys like Lamont Belvin as well as some of the big guys as well as the guards kind of bulking up, maybe playing a little bit slower this year?
No, I think, it's going to be a combination of both, really. We definitely want to look to get out and run. We got some guys that are quick. Leo McLaughlin is quick. Jerice Moten. If you look at Gabe Njenga and Ty Gelchik for being, bigger guys that are post players, they can get up and handle the floor, right? So Gabe, we're going to play on the perimeter potentially a little bit more as maybe a 3. He can attack the basket from the wing. He worked hard in the offseason playing AAU, and he's probably one of the most improved players that we've seen from last year to this year, just, really honing in on his craft and getting better at ball handling, shooting, and making him an all-around good player.
Absolutely. And the keys to the game, obviously, as we mentioned a little bit about Shepherd, what do you believe are going to be some of the keys for this team to get a win over Shepherd here tonight? What do they got to do to get it done? 2 big things: limit Shepherd's second chance opportunities on the defensive glass, that and take care of the ball, right? Turnovers are going to be critical. Obviously, it's the first game of the year. There's going to be some jitters. We know that they're going to happen, but we just got to win that turnover and rebound battle. I think we'll be in good shape. Offensively, we got guys that can score at a pretty good clip. We got guys that can shoot, attack the basket. So if we can defend, rebound, and really limit turnovers, I think we're going to set ourselves up to be in a pretty good spot tonight. All right. Well, the best of luck, Coach. Thank you so much for the time, and we can't wait to see you guys on the floor. Hey, thanks, Brandon. There you go. There's our Coach's Corner. Thanks to Jason Kostecki for taking some time. As definitely, I cannot agree more with, based on the scouting report, based on what we saw from Shepherd last year, based on what they have brought back this year. This game is in the Cardinals' court. I think it's very fair to say this team should be favored, being at home, looking for a revenge game to start the season from what we saw last year. 2 keys: limit second chance opportunities. They got some guys that are a lot bigger in the guard size, so they might try to look at those box out plays. You saw that a little bit from last year as well. I think the biggest one, do not give them any free opportunities offensively for the Cardinals. No silly turnovers. We saw a lot of those last year in the opening game and have to limit them against a good fundamental team like the Blue Jays are. Right. That's one of the keys I had wrote down too. You got to take care of the ball. It's game 1. You're going to make mistakes. There's going to be some jitters. But you've got to limit those. Once you make 1 or 2, you get in the flow of things, and then you should be able to settle down. The biggest thing is how simple is it for you? Or you're not going to have a ton of complex half-court sets in. You keep things simple. Get the ball in your shooters' hands. Get the ball in your playmakers' hands, and let them go from there. And I also think I agree with Coach Kostecki. They graduated 5 of the 7 guys who appeared in the game for them last year, while we bring back at least 4. And that's a huge deal, especially when 3 of those 4 we were back are starters. That's one of the keys I had as well, is where do they go? The Powell kid is probably their best player, with Luckhard as the other guy who just appeared in that game for him. And I think he had a key bucket late in the fourth quarter, but that was his only bucket of the game. Outside of that, you got to find a way to value each possession, make some free throws. Like you said, we make a few more free throws late in that game or early in that game. It doesn't matter when you make them. Everything is completely changed. So my other keys are, Gabe Njenga has gone to another level. I'm fortunate enough to see him work out in class every once in a while, because the schedule allows him to. And he is arguably the best athlete we've ever had come through our program, and I know that's saying a lot with an Aaron Doherty, a Justin Curry, a Dimitri Martin. Yeah. But none of them were 6'8" with a 43-inch vertical. They just weren't. So you could see Gabe getting 3, 4, 5 dunks a game, especially against teams with smaller big men and smaller guards. And the last thing is you got to have production from Ty Gelchik tonight.
whether it's 8 and 8, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 10 points, 6 rebounds, any combination where you're going to get in that 8 and 8 range, I think that changes everything for you. Get him to run the floor. It's one of the best things he does. He's one of the faster centers you're going to see in this area. If he can get up and down the floor, get some easy buckets, that changes everything. Because we didn't get very many easy buckets last year out of the press. We had to fight for everything. And if you can find a way to just outlet the ball off a rebound or even off of a quick in off a make, Ty's running the floor, you find him, get an easy layup. You can get 2 or 3 of those a game. How many times have you seen a game decided by 5 points or less? You get those 3 layups, it changes everything, right? It goes from an L to a W. So hopefully you can see that. Outside of that, it's always fun the first game because you're no longer playing against yourself. You know that feeling. I know that feeling. Eventually, especially when you and I played, it was 3 weeks before you played.
Right.
So you get 15 practices or more of just beating up on your teammates. It's fun to get out and have a crowd. Looks like Shepherd traveled some kids here. We've got a decent student section for a Tuesday night. A good crowd for a Tuesday night, and hopefully the Cardinals can use the keys that Coach Kostecki gave them to find a way to get a win tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time for sure. Looking at some games around the league that we'll follow as well here before we get to our last commercial break ahead of the national anthem. And so we got quite a few games on tap here for CSAA teams. White Cloud going over to Baldwin to start the season, and that should be a very interesting one to watch. A great friend of mine, Brandon Childress, leading that program, a former Bulldog himself, a great player back in the day, man. He was an athlete.
Unbelievable.
Cedar Springs will be hosting Kent City, so the Eagles will start against the Red Hawks, 2 common opponents for us last year.
And Cedar was headed in the right direction last year. Their coach, Jason Marley, an AAU teammate of the great Dimitri Martin, one of the better players to ever play here. And he has that program trending in the right direction.
Absolutely. Ithaca, a really good athlete program. Doesn't matter the sport, going over to Stanton to play the Hornets. That's going to be a fun non-conference game. Tri-County will be hosting Lakeview, so a little precursor CSAA in the different divisions. The one I'm keeping my eye on, of course, I'm biased. Reed City going to McBain, right? We wish we had the football matchup of that one, but at least, a complimentary prize on the hardwood. But McBain really took it to a really good Reed City team last year, and so I'm excited to see what Coach Walsh has in mind here for round 2.
McBain, a Breslin Center team last year, I believe. They're always unbelievable. Just we saw them last summer, and it wasn't even a ball game. They run the same stuff from the time they come out running the flex when they're born, and they run it until they're on their deathbed, and they run it perfectly, and they pick teams apart. Great program up there, and Brendan Walsh is doing a great job at Reed City too. Year 2 last year, won the league, did some good things. Looking for a little bit of a rebuild. Graduated 4 starters. But you never know. You go up to McBain, and he comes up with a win out there. That's going to make some noise because, McBain is one of the perennial powers in northern Michigan.
Absolutely. Chip Hills will be headed to Bullock Creek over there east side to Midland. And as well, a team we just talked about in the scrimmage, Comstock Park, coming back this way, not to play Big Rapids, but to go just a few minutes south to Morley Stanwood. So that'll be interesting to see those 2 teams. As far as what Comstock showed, that might be, not necessarily saying they looked solid at times, but I think that would be a fun matchup compared to Big Rapids to see them play Morley Stanwood, and then we can see the comparable now of what Morley Stanwood should be like this year. So those are the games around the league. We'll keep track on some of the notable scores as we go along. And we want to thank all those that support this broadcast. Before we get to the national anthem and festivities, those include Menards. Register to win a brand new Ford F-150, folks. Sponsored by Sylvania. You can see store for details. Save big money only at Menards. And those that follow me over from Reed City Football, I can confirm Mark Holcomb has not turned in his Menards rebate receipts yet. He is still off the ball for that one, so I have to hold him to that here to start the broadcast, as well as American Legion Post 98. Coach Scarpelli's got the best area players, folks, from around the Central Michigan area competing for a Legion World Series. You can sponsor a team, a jersey, and a player. All proceeds keep the cost of play as low as possible for the best players to play. Visit 98.com, 98baseball.com, or contact Coach Scarpelli at the Big Rapids Media Network. With that, we will take our final timeout, national anthem, and starting lineups to get this one underway between the Shepherd Blue Jays and the Big Rapids Cardinals right here on News Radio WBRN.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Before the relatives arrive for the holidays, before year-end...
Geez, all the painting I didn't get to this summer.
Extremely Clean can do it.
Extremely Clean?
Yeah, Extremely Clean. They can do all the painting and repairs so your home looks its best on the inside for the holidays. Walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured in over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, and when they're done, it's on Facebook and ExtremelyCleanMI.com. Call today. JD Fit in downtown McRapids works to meet all fitness goals, whether it's to lose weight, get more mobile, or become a bigger, faster, stronger athlete. JD Fit specializes in custom-built workout plans for you based on your goals. Get JD Fit. Get started with a free consultation. Visit GetJDFit.com.
Detroit Lions football.
Jared leans in, takes the snap, hands to Montgomery, heads down to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. They've got the lead back. David Montgomery against his former team.
The Detroit Lions face the Chicago Bears at Ford Field. Pre-game Thanksgiving Day at noon on your home for Detroit Lions football.
Lions football is on WBRN 96.5. Brought to you by Paris Auto Sales, Big Rapids Pennzoil, Mecosta County Collision, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Moda Public Transportation, and Paris Auto Service.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, we make it super easy to schedule your appointment or to find money-saving coupons for maintenance and repair. Just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball provides the area's best baseball players the opportunity to play on Michigan's most competitive diamonds. Post 98 has recruited the area's best players for 2025 summer competition. Elite players from Big Rapids, Newaygo, Everett, Reed City, Stanton, and more. Today, Post 98 is looking for local business partnerships to sponsor individual players for next summer's team. Get your business on your player's jersey as well as in these ads. Your sponsorship covers the cost of the player's uniform. Call 796-7000.
A great rendition of our nation's anthem, and we are ready for basketball. With that, our JD Fit starting lineups. Let's send it down courtside with our man, Justin Fox.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for today's game between the Shepherd Blue Jays and your Big Rapids Cardinals. First for the Blue Jays, a senior, number 1, Michael Pung. A junior, number 4, Bryce Smith. A senior, number 5, TJ Powell. A junior, number 14, Braddock Payne. And a senior, number 22, Ashton Lukehart. The head coach of the Blue Jays is Jamie Fazy. And now for the Cardinals. A senior from East Kentwood Elementary, number 2, Jerice Moten. A junior from Brookside Elementary, number 3, Cole Heist. A junior from Morley Stanwood Elementary, number 4, Liam McLaughlin. A senior from Riverview Elementary, number 24, Gabe Njenga. And a senior from St. Peter's Lutheran School, number 43, Ty Gilchick. The head coach of your Cardinals is Kent Engels. Officials for tonight's game are Dave Wittenbach, Gordon Hansen, and Stephen Pritchard.
There you have it, our JD Fitz starting lineups in fashionable style. Shout out to our madman Justin Fox with the elementary introductions. We're getting real, folks. He's one of the best. He will be with us for a chunk of home games, so enjoy it while it is there, because we're so glad to get you guys all of the good stuff. We are just about ready here for Cardinal basketball. Shepherd and Big Rapids do battle to open the 24-25 campaign. 5 on each side, ball in the air, tip one by the Cardinals, and we're underway. McLaughlin will go right to work under the basket, misses that one right out of the gate. Rebound there by the Blue Jays. They're going to pull this one down the floor and go quickly here. Open, driving down the lane, trying to dish it inside and turning it over. Shepherd having a nice play there, trying to go a little bit too fast, though, however, turns into an early turnover as Ashton Luckhart, one of the players that you mentioned, Blake, getting downhill with a lot of space, just not able to find the big man.
Yeah, he got 2 feet in the lane, looked to dump it, and just threw a pass too low. A little miscommunication on the Cardinal sides there. Didn't know who they were supposed to pick up. Got lucky, sorted it out, and back on offense.
Heist gets it to the big man, Gilchick. Now he's going to set it from up top, just down court side. Dribbles down into the corner, sends McLaughlin through. Now on the wing, defended over there by Michael Pung. Gets it into the big man. Gabe Njenga looking to work, tries to draw a foul, and he does. Looks like the foul will be on Luckhart. We'll await the official signal from the Stripes as they come. Nope, it's going to be on Thomas T.J. Powell will be the first one. So T.J. will pick up his first, and Gabe Njenga will have an opportunity to redeem himself after 6 of 11 from the stripe last year against Shepherd. Here at home. First one on the way is up and good. Our free throw sponsor for you all season long. Goes out to Post 98 Baseball. It's called the Charity Stripe, folks. So, hey, show a little bit of charitable fun, right? Donate to Post 98 and help them play great basketball and baseball. No matter where the athletes are, they're having a good time. And we're so glad to see many of them on the floor right now. And for Coach Scarpelli in the spring. 2-0 as Njenga makes them both here early on in the first minute of action here from Cardinal Arena.
Cardinals picking up full court, man-to-man, trying to speed the game up here.
Luckhart driving down to the left block, skips it up. Open 3 contested by Njenga, no good. Looking up there was Powell, and a turnover, trying to get it out and running to Moten, not able to connect it. You're going to see a little sloppy basketball in the first game. Both of these teams getting the rust off, and so you're going to see a couple of those easy turnovers. Njenga goes for the steal, deflection there. Powell plucks it back from the timeline. Serving from the top, hands it off over now to Smith. Bryce Smith, the lefty, driving over, hands it off. Here's Pung up top, skip pass to the corner right in front of the Cardinal Crazies. Njenga on him man-to-man, trying to wrap around the free throw line, have to dump it back. 3 ball on the way, too strong. Tip by Moten out for Heist. Look out for Gabe Njenga down the lane. He got stripped, and a foul is called on Ashton Luckhart, I believe. So this time 22 will pick up the foul, the second foul here early for the Blue Jays.
Almost had a good outlet pass, almost a good look there. Gabe leaking out. A good find by Cole Heist, and picking up a foul on 2 of the. You got 2 fouls on 2 of the returners here.
McLaughlin with it over in the corner. Back up top, Gilchick to work it around the horn. Driving, Gabe downhill, flips it up too short. Plucked out of the air there by Pung. He's going to go out and run. Cardinals transition defense, trying to throw it down, intercepted. Gilchick was sitting on the block waiting for the pass. Great IQ by the big man. Heist will set it up from there. Coach Thomas mentioned Gilchick is the motor guy, and so that's an early turnover and takeaway there. Heist, great read, floats it up off the glass. Beautiful shot there from Heist. Great touch there from the junior.
It's something that has been a staple in this offense is the fake handoff. I'm going to give you the ball. Whoops, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to the bucket. It's something I've seen Cole work on. One of the hardest working kids you're going to get with a good finish.
Great finish inside. That's Braddock Payne, another fellow junior, able to find the mark off the backboard. 4-2 ball game here in the opening minute. Njenga with a 3 ball, too strong. Payne was a little bit off the 3-point arc. Now they're going to skip it and run. Here come the Blue Jays. Stopped there by Moten. Moulton, one of the starters, new starters for this year's group, along with McLaughlin. Up top now, pestered. Luckhart going to have to survey around, find somebody, does on the block. Powell backing in against McLaughlin. Goes to the right hand, draws a foul on McLaughlin. First foul of the season for the Cardinals goes number 4's way, who wore 22 last year.
A good idea there by Shepard. Saw a mismatch there, a little bit a more physical guard there. Dumps it into Liam. Guards don't like to guard other guards in the post. Picks up a cheap foul.
First one on the way, in and out, no good. Substitute coming in now. It'll be Talon Bailey, the senior, will make his way on for the Blue Jays. Big shout out goes out to our friends over at New Horizon Landscaping. They can help you out, clear some snow, as well as in the spring and summer, they care for your landscape. Trust the reliable premier landscapers to take care of your property all year long at New Horizons Landscaping. Free throw number 2 is no good for the Blue Jays. Makes it a 4-3 game as we approach halfway through the opening frame. Njenga down the lane, switches it. Moulton trying to poke out the rebound and does. There to Heiss. He's going to pull it out. Double team perhaps. Going to hand it off now. Gilchek dribbles downhill, trying to drive and draws a foul. We'll see who the official number of the guilty party is. That's going to be registered there to number 4. So that's going to be a foul there on Smith. There was 2 guys in the area. Great job by Gilchek. He saw the hole, and even though those guys were there, still powered his way through and is able to draw the Blue Jays' 3rd foul of the contest so far.
Another guy, Jerice Moulton, making his impact felt right there by keeping that ball alive on the offensive rebound.
It doesn't matter if it's going to go for the points in your column. If you can keep it alive and contribute to get team points, no matter if you put it in the basket, you're going to find playing time. Moulton's got it in his hands, finds Njenga down the elbow. Size advantage for Gilchek, trying to go to work. Now he sees a double team. Kick to the corner, finds a man. Heiss, corner 3. That one goes long. Shepard pulls down the board in the corner there as Powell brings it down. Luckhart will bring it across. 4:06 to go here in the opening frame. Cardinals lead at 4-3. They'll move it around the horn now. Over onto the left wing in front of the Cardinal bench. Back up, Moulton defending Luckhart. Luckhart, pull up, jump shot. Good. That's a tough shot and a big-time hit from Ashton Luckhart. And the Blue Jays have their first lead, 5-4 here early in the first.
Sometimes you play good defense, you just encounter better offense, and that's what that was right there. Good defense by Jerice, but a better offense. Liam McLaughlin drags his foot there.
Yep, traveling is the call on 4, and he's a guy that I really enjoyed watching play last year. You can see the potential. He's a great offensive player. He can get really hot shooting the basketball, and he's been working really hard this offseason as he nearly forces a turnover for Shepard. Great hustle to knock that one out of bounds there from Liam.
Another staple of a Ken Ingles coach team. Anytime the ball's on the sideline, they're going to try and deny everything. Try to get that 5-second count.
Working up the floor now, trying to drive in is Powell. Free throw line jump shot off the back of the iron, finds the dead spot and rolls off. Plucked out of the air there by Gilchek. Looking to work. Heiss now will carry towards the timeline. Over and across to the free throw line. Njenga downhill, drop step, floats it up, and he'll draw the foul. Not going to get the bucket, but he'll have a chance to go to the free throw line. Here coming for a pair. Another foul. Looks like we'll be going 4's way. So right now, Bryce Smith's going to have to play careful now with 2 fouls.
Another good job of Gabe Njenga getting in the line. Kind of a repeat of last year, but so far he's 2 for 2, knock on wood.
It's easy for us because we're sitting right by the sideline and we're covered in hardwood under our feet. So we did knock on wood. Doesn't help Gabe, though. First one misses. Chance to tie this ball game. 3:19 to go in the first. Second one on the way. Rattles home. We got a tie game at 5 apiece. Big thanks to Cook's Tree Service. Big Rapids Trust Cook's Tree Service for all tree removal. Call 796-2908 for more information. Blue Jay offense looks to go back to work. A team that scored about 52 points a game last year compared to the Cardinals' 56. Driving inside, float on the way is good. A tough finish there from Thomas Powell. TJ Powell, they call him. And a nice left-handed finish there going in the lane.
Yeah, Powell just takes the ball, rips it through triple threat, goes baseline for an easy finish.
Gilchek spinning inside, and he's going to be called for a travel. Sub comes on here for Shepard. We'll see Tyler Travis in for the first time. He's going to take out Bryce Smith, who had 2 fouls here early in the first quarter. So we got a 7-5 ball game in favor of Shepard. If you're just joining us here from Cardinal Arena, as well as I believe checking in on that last break, Mason Eisenberger, the sophomore, has made his way on there for Coach Jamie Fozzie in the Blue Jay offense as they'll go to work defensively. Man-to-man look so far from Coach Inkles and company. Looking to trap potentially at the half-court line. Good defense here by Njenga. They move it all the way to the wing. Heist defending over in the corner. Back up top now looking to work. Eisenberger towards the elbow. Hands off Luckhart. Skip pass. Looking for a man in the corner. Is actually picked off by Powell. Fires up a jump shot. No good. Gielschek plucks down another rebound. Busy start for 43 in white. Njenga will move it up quickly over towards the corner. Trying to get a screen from Moten. Double team back out to Jerice. He'll move it around. Gielschek over to Heist. They'll reset the offense here with just over 2 minutes in the quarter. Heist over to Njenga, looking downhill, and a foul is called for a push-off on Gabe Njenga. Offensive foul called there on Gabe, and it was a good matchup there. They got the switch that they wanted against Luckhart. I mean, that's at least a 6-inch difference in height, and just pushed over a little bit too much with that forearm. Can't quite extend it, or they'll call that every time.
Yeah, anytime you extend your arm, and you know, Gabe's a big, strong kid, and he moved number 22, the Luckhart guy. But give the Luckhart guy credit. It didn't back down. Was in the right spot. Maintained his position and took a charge.
Driving inside. Not able to finish it. Offensive rebound. Thrown back up. Ball in the air. Njenga pulls it down. Extremely clean. Big time cleanup there on the glass for the Cardinals. Working down on the sideline. Gielschek will do the signature towards the sideline. It's his patent pending play. Save the play off of the defender's foot, knee, whatever body part is close to the sideline to keep possession. Yeah, Moten will check off here, replaced by now Drew Heist will make his first appearance.
Yeah, that's something that Ty Gielschek has become very, very good at. He's tiptoeing that line. He's just going to throw the ball at you.
You got the Iverson, right, the step over. You got the MJ, right, the jump man from the free throw line. You got Gielschek, the save and throw it off the defender's foot, and that's his signature. 43 will go down to the block. Heist over to McLaughlin now. Cole Heist looking across the way. Gets it over to Njenga. Just under 9 seconds to go.
Running a back pick there, trying to get Gabe on the lob. Wasn't there. They're breaking into their secondary offense here.
Here's Njenga, pump fakes, driving in the lane. Kick out. Gielschek, 3 ball. No good. Battle for the board. Gabe on the deck for it, as well as Drew Heist. Tie up now in the hardwood. Who's got it? Still scrumming for it. Almost like a rugby play. Back out to Cole Heist. He's spot up. Now Njenga looks down low. McLaughlin puts it up, and he scores. Liam McLaughlin is first of the season as he cleans it up. We're tied at 7 with under 60 seconds to go.
Great hustle play by the Cardinals there. Ball's all over the floor. They need to give up. They find Liam for an easy layup.
Short corner, Shepard looking to work. Tyler Travis with it in hand. Double team from Drew Heist. They skip it over. Now man open on the wing. 3 ball on the way. Too strong. Gielschek gets the rebound. Throws it up ahead to Njenga. Njenga in trouble towards the table. It got knocked out of his hands there by Powell. But they will keep possession. Sub coming in here. First time we've announced his name this season. The junior Lamont Belvin will make his way on, and will give Gabe some rest here with 28 seconds to go in the first here for Coach Ingles.
Yeah, giving Ty Gielschek a quick break. A great spell there. He's already got 4 boards. And that's halfway to 8. What I think he needs to be at. A good spell there by Ty.
Cole on the block, triple teamed, and he's going to throw it away, looking for his brother. Skip pass over the top, picked off. What a great play by Lamont Belvin. The hustle plays we talked about in the pregame we want to see from 23. He makes one. Gabe with 8 seconds to go here on the game clock. 1-on-1, got to go to work. Here matched up, trying, free throw line, jump shot. Oh, it's good. Big time step up shot from the free throw line from Gabe Njenga. And the Cardinals lead the first quarter of the season 9-7. Over Shepard. Really good start to the quarter and a good finish. They trailed, but they stayed gritty. A couple big plays made defensively, and they turned it into points.
Yeah, that's when you expect game one. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be a whole lot of ugly, and a good job of Gabe there running the clock down, getting into his bread and butter. Nobody's going to be able to contest his jump shot from 15 feet. A good attack, good stop and pop, and a good hit.
As good as it gets. 9-7. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with more basketball after this right here on WBRN.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced? Or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity, and of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena as Coach Ingles and Coach Fozzie going back and forth here. 9-7 our score. Big thanks go out to Dazos Digital. Target and retarget customers who are actively searching your products and services. Dazos Digital can design and execute display and audio campaigns tailored to your business. Find out more at DazosDigital.com. Loose ball, double team. They have to throw it back over here to start the second quarter. Shepard's got it in hand. Looking to go to work here offensively up top. They'll skip it over, looking for that size advantage, potentially down low. Looks for Payne up top, defended by Belden, right there on the corner of the free throw line. Surveying around is Crockett. He'll give it off here to Michael Pung. Michael Pung, over skip pass. Cole tried to pick it off. He got a piece of it. It rolls towards the sideline, and Shepard will retain possession here. First 25 seconds gone here in the second quarter.
What changed that entire possession is Liam McLaughlin going out and getting the ball handler. He's not letting them run their offense from 19 feet away. He's going out and getting them. That changes everything. It makes you run your offense from 30 feet away instead of right at the three-point line.
Love to see this team. When they play well defensively, it is a fun game to watch. No good on the shot there. Quick shot there from Payne. They get it up the floor. McLaughlin looking to drive. Puts it on the deck. No good. Pulled down there. Belvin with an offensive rebound. Back out for Njenga. Over in the top. Drew to Cole. Cole fakes the spot up. Back to Drew. Drew looking to drive down the hill. Hands it off here. Njenga on the near side wing. Working now against Powell. One-on-one. Kick out. Drew Heiss. Corner three. Short off the front iron. Battle for the board by Belvin. He tipped it, but I think it's going to be Shepherd basketball, and it is. Substitute coming in. Ashton Luckhart will make his way back on. He'll replace Tyler Travis. Big thanks goes out to some of our great supporters. Those also include Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9. You can wake up with Etch on 100.9, and you can win tickets, get news on weather, local news, and also some really good jokes, and even some good cooking recipes as well on WWBR.com as well. Floater on the way with a little scoop and score there. TJ Powell's been the go-to guy so far. The lefty has found some wiggle room and has finished a couple shots. We have a tie game at 9 here in the first 90 seconds of the second. Njenga back over to Drew. Belvin posting up his way over to Cole Heiss. Fakes the shot over for Njenga. Njenga, spot up three. Yes!
That's a shot that Gabe is going to have to make to give himself some room because guys are sitting on the drive right now. He makes that shot. Watch out. People are going to have to come up and get him.
Butts it on the deck. No good from Powell. Looking to hustle for it. Throws it back in. Belvin's on top of it. All three-pointers this season sponsored by Schuberg Insurance. They're a three-pointer with auto, home, and life insurance. Heiss. Got it. No. It's a charge is the call. He got it through the contact. Not able to finish it. And you could tell Coach Ingles was very frustrated. He thought it should have went the other way. And personally, I almost thought he did. It almost looked like he shuffled his feet.
That's one thing that is the toughest call to make in real time is that charge block call, especially with no circle or half circle. And for what it's worth, high school officials do love to call the charge. It's one you can get animated with. So anytime it's a 50-50, it's probably going to lean towards the charge.
You're absolutely right. And the officials, obviously, I'm not going to disrespect the officials. They have a tough job to do, and they do a great job of it. As one that tried officiating myself, I said, you know what? This is harder than I thought. And it really humbles your perspective on what the Stripes do each and every game. Luckhart controls it on the top, having a little bit of trouble here. The Cardinals working it around in a man-to-man defensive set. Double team coming over is Heiss, backing out as Pung again. No room to penetrate against Moten. Backdoor cut, looking down the lane, trying to wrap pass. Gilchick got a hand on it. Oh, but he threw it away. He was trying to find Drew in transition, and it turns into a turnover. And obviously, Coach Thomas, you know this group. They want to get out and run because they are athletes. They're fast, and they can run in transition. That time just a little too fast.
Yep, and sometimes our point guard, our A guard in general, has got to make themselves available. But Ty is capable of putting the ball on the deck and dribbling too. But again, game one, still working out the kinks.
Foul is given to 11. That's Drew Heist. So his first there down on the block. They were trying to drive, and Heist prevents that. He'll pick up his first foul. Big thanks as well to the other side, the Morning Rush with Aaron over on Y102. Jokes, news, giveaways, as well as the newest Big Rapids morning talk show. The Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102. Turnover and going the other way. Cole Heist drives downhill, flips up the reverse. No good. Battle around. It was poked out there by Njenga. Gilchek puts on the deck, finds Cole. Corner three, spot up. Nylon! Splash Town. Population Cole Heist from way downtown in the corner as he finds the mark. Timeout taken, 15-9 our score. We'll be right back after these words right here on WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball provides the area's best baseball players the opportunity to play on Michigan's most competitive diamonds. Post 98 has recruited the area's best players for 2025 summer competition. Elite players from Big Rapids, Newaygo, Everett, Reed City, Stanton, and more. Today, Post 98 is looking for local business partnerships to sponsor individual players for next summer's team. Get your business on your player's jersey as well as in these ads. Your sponsorship covers the cost of the player's uniform. Call 796-7000.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, we make it super easy to schedule your appointment or to find money-saving coupons for maintenance and repair. Just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here. All timeouts this season are brought to you by Moda Makasa, so a transit authority, rides to wellness, as well as they provide reliable transportation for medical appointments as far as 100 miles outside the county area. Visit modaonline.net for more information. We return back here to the second quarter. 5 minutes to go till halftime. Cardinals with a 15-9 lead here in the opening contest here, the 24-25 campaign. Run a little bit of a full court trap set here.
Here comes the jump press. They're going to try and trap it.
Bailey looking for Luckhart. Here's the trap. Moten and Gilchek. Gilchek now going to run around all the way across. They do break the set. Pung reverses it over now to Powell. Driving down towards the elbow. Kick out to Luckhart. Downhill. Looks for the floater. Swatted away. Big play by Moten as he took him back. He'll hold it at the set. Looks for Heist now over to Njenga. Njenga thought about the three. Now he's going to drive downhill. Dish off there to Gilchek. Skips over to Moten, back to Gilchek. Spot up. Now he's going to rethink about it. They'll set it up here from half court.
Now there's that energy guy, Jerice, doing anything and everything to stay on the floor. A fantastic job there.
Gilchek down, and he just missed a pumpy. He had the spin move down low on his man and not able to finish it. Score stays 15-9. 4 minutes to go here in the half. McLaughlin will sub in here at the next stoppage here at the table. Eisenberger controls wide. That one's tipped up over towards the corner. Pung runs it down before Heist gets there. He'll pick him up man-to-man. Cardinals looking to jump passing lanes all over the place so far with the athleticism of this defense. Rotate. Round the curl on the free throw line. Nothing doing there from Powell. He's been cold since making his first couple shots. Now I believe 0 for his last 3. Heist will carry. Nice hesitation move. Flips it on the deck. No, it's too strong off the iron in the backboard. No good there from Heist. It was a great look, just a little too strong. Cardinals come up empty once again now. They'll have to play defense.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of getting the ball in the paint and attacking. You know, again, early season, got to find a way to see the ball go in the hole, but you'll take those shots.
Eisenberger trying to cut down, see if they can get a back screen for Powell, see if they can get him more open. Here he goes back to 0, fires a free throw line, shot off the back iron, no good. Another board there for Gabe Njenga. Big start of the night here for 24. He could have a monster campaign with his development this offseason. He's got it in hand now on the far wing. Working there against Powell. Gets a screen from Gilchek. Fires a 3. Off the back iron, no good. Pulled down there by Powell and the Blue Jays.
Offense is getting stagnant right now. I don't know if we're getting a little tired. But the good thing is defensively, we've been fantastic so far.
Pump fake from Powell, and Njenga is called for the foul. He looks like he went for the reach in And the poor timing there as Powell put it on the deck as he went to swipe across and collects the body on the way through. Subs in here for both teams. Travis returns here for the Blue Jays. McLaughlin returns here for Big Rapids. I believe that will give us pretty close to our starting lineups with the exception of Travis in for Smith, who's got 2 fouls. I'll skip it across here to Luckhart. Screen for him off of Moten. Jump shot over Njenga. Not getting the bounce, no good. It was a good look to get it over top of Gabe. Big frame, you got to get it up over top. He did. Just a little long that time on the shot attempt.
Yeah, that shows you how difficult it is to shoot over top of Gabe.
Skip pass over to Njenga. Moten will get out of his way. Free throw line jump shot is good. The midi is pretty for 24 as he finds the mark 17-19 Cardinal lead. And so far, great way to start this quarter. An 8-2 run here for Big Rapids. 2 minutes to go here in the half.
Gabe Njenga having a little renaissance. The mid-range jump shot has been a lost art, and he's taking us back to the renaissance.
Screens downhill, a lot of contact, not working. Cardinals got numbers here on the transition. Back over to Gabe, pump fake, driving in the lane, and he stuffs it. Huge slam from Gabe Njenga. And you know who he's been working with. He's been working with JD Fit, the best athletes trained with John Durante, our dunk sponsor all season long. Basically our sponsor for 24 all season long. You can clear the runway if you please, otherwise you're just going to be in the way. 19-9 our score. A foul is on the floor called on Shepard. I believe this is going to be called on 10. That's Talon Bailey, the senior, so he'll pick up the foul. Gabe will get a breather and a standing O here from the home crowd, and we'll see the first action of the season from junior Isaac Wilhelm.
Isaac, a big lefty, 6'4", does a little bit of everything, a smart kid. But again, Gabe, a fantastic shift there. Really helped stretch out this lead.
What a great block from Luckhart as Heiss got downhill, but just got a piece of it that time. The Blue Jays thwart the opportunity. They're going to try to run now. Over the head, looking for Powell. Double team from Moten. Great job on the help switch defense. They do find a man open. Eisenberger for 3. All the way around. Toilet bowl just swirls out. Plucked down there by Gilchek. He's almost to double digits on the boards here tonight. Less than 60 seconds to go here in the half. Gilchek thought about the 3, going to stop, now going to drive at the free throw line. Spin move, puts it up, off the front, no good. Battle for it, Gilchek's got it, tipped up, taken away by the Blue Jays, out and running. Here comes Travis against 2 men, loosed it on his way through. Brought it, found a man, it rolls in on the lucky little finger roll. That's a tough shot there, able to put it home. He was in trouble when he tried to get that ball off of his knee, threw it behind him, and luckily found a man who could just flip it in and cut the deficit to 8.
Yeah, a good bucket there. Tough finish on the fast break. Looks like the Cardinals might hold it for the last shot here. 15 seconds left.
Coach Ingles telling him last shot. Wilhelm downhill, and he traveled with it. So Shepard now will have an opportunity. Craven is going to check in here for Jerice Moten. So his first action of the season, as Drew Heiss will also check in for his brother, Cole. So that's a little fun little part of it. You get the brother for brother. Yep. So 12 seconds to go here. Cole will take a breather. Drew is in. Your last shot for Shepard.
Bringing in Owen Craven, got to be a defensive specialist guy. Lockdown corner on the defensive end. And comes in and does his job. Gets a turnover right away.
Good defense there as they force the missed pass. And so now Cole will check in. Offense-defense switch. So now a look here with 11.3. So they'll get the ball back here for a potential last shot. They're going to overload the side of the lane, and a foul is called. Tumbling was Wilhelm and Powell, and an offensive foul is called on Isaac Wilhelm. He was just trying to create space. Good job there drawing the charge down low there. And so now that's going to bring on the switch for the Heiss once again as Drew will check in. Lamont Belvin will also come to the table. He'll take out Wilhelm, who just picked up his first foul. 19-11 our score here with 11 seconds to go in the half. As we're getting explanation here from the table, just checking to make sure everybody got in that was supposed to at the box score. Big thanks goes out as well to The Rundown. Find out your local sports fix on WBRN's YouTube page, The Rundown. Continuing from its hit season of football now into basketball. We'll be starting up next week with some great episodes. Be sure to tune in and subscribe for more. So 11.3 here. The officials talking here over. We'll see what they're talking about here. While they do so, we'll step aside here for station identification right here on the Big Rapids Radio Network.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
So right now the conversation continues to go on. So it looks like it's a substitution issue if a player did not check in properly. So both coaches are getting the explanations now from one of our side officials. So Coach Ingles getting the explanation, Coach Fozzie getting the explanation. And so right now I believe they're going to send to the free throw line Thomas Powell for Shepherd, as they're going to call a substitution violation, and that results in a technical foul, I believe, when Drew Heist checked in for Cole Heist. So an unforced error gives Shepherd a chance at the stripe.
Yep, for all you young athletes that play basketball, listen out there, make sure you check in. You got to get waved in by the officials.
First one on the way is good there from Powell. He'll get a second one upcoming.
Actually, when we made a run to the quarterfinals, it would have been 2014, Quinn Tyson's senior year.
Yes.
We got a technical for a substitution infraction. So, Jeffrey Davenport, one of the all-time great point guards here, runs in a regional semi, and we got teed up for it.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. That's because I forgot. I did not like guarding Jeffrey Davenport because he was a heck of a ball player. As well as Dimitri Martin, Kenny Smith, that team was fun to watch.
Yes, and they were fun to coach.
19-12 is our line, 11 seconds to go. So Shepherd gets one bonus point off the free throw after that substitution infraction. And we have more conversation here from our officials. With that, we'll step aside. Here's some words from our friends over at JD Fit.
JD Fit in downtown McRapids works to meet all fitness goals, whether it's to lose weight, get more mobile, or become a bigger, faster, stronger athlete. JD Fit specializes in custom-built workout plans for you based on your goals. Get JD Fit. Get started with a free consultation. Visit getjdfit.com.
This is Senior Ty Gilchek, and you are listening to Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN.
So we're back. It's the officials' first game, too, so they were just making sure the spot was right. And so with 11 seconds to go, we will resume here at the half-court set. Defensively, the Cardinals looking for one more stop. They lead by 7. Luckhart with it in hand. They'll call the play up. Double screen up coming from the top. Trying to get a pick and roll. Throws back outside. Looking. Jump shot. Powell outside the arc. No good off the back. And so Shepherd comes up empty on the last possession. And that will take us to halftime. 19-12 is our score here from Cardinal Arena. Good start here for Big Rapids. They have the 7-point lead here at the break. And but obviously you're not taking your foot off the gas pedal, Blake, as we saw a very similar situation unravel from last year.
Yes. Yeah, you can't take your foot off the gas here. Ideally, you come out, you score the first few buckets, you push it to double digits. And I don't know what it is about basketball, and you see that you're down by double digits. Psychologically, it messes with you. It kind of breaks you a little bit. So if you can get where it says 22-12, even just a three-pointer to start the half could change the whole complexity of the game. But you got to give credit to where credit's due. The guys have defended like crazy. Anytime you give up 12 points in a single half, you're going to win just about every single ball game you play. So outstanding effort. Did a really, really good job of making Luckhart and Powell work for everything that half. So you got to be happy with the defensive stuff. Offense will come as conditioning gets better, as you have ran through the offense more fluently. Overall, you'll take that half any day of the week for a first game.
Good half for the first game of the season nonetheless. We'll step aside. Halftime report, stats, and scores around the league coming up right after this right here on News Radio WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive NAPA-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Before the relatives arrive for the holidays, before year-end...
Geez, all the painting I didn't get to this summer.
Extremely Clean can do it.
Extremely Clean?
Yeah, Extremely Clean. They can do all the painting and repairs so your home looks its best on the inside for the holidays. Walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured in over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, and when they're done, it's on Facebook and ExtremelyCleanMI.com. Call today.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loaner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
Welcome back here, courtside in Cardinal Arena. Halftime report here with just about 5 minutes before we continue action here in the season opener. 19-12 is our score line in favor of the hometown Cards over the visiting Shepherd Blue Jays. We don't currently have any local scores to report at this moment as far as via score stream. We'll check along with the D-Zone as well as some other scores here as we continue on in the halftime report. Right now, if you're a Sparty fan, it's not looking too good against the Memphis Tigers, a team that beat the number 2 team in the country in college ball here last week in UConn. And, Coach, you're kind of shrugging your shoulders because they just lost again, so they're going to drop quite a ways with a loss to Colorado. That's the UConn Huskies, the defending champs.
Might be dropping out of the top 25 after that. The Maui Invitational isn't for the faint of heart. It's been predominantly the best preseason tournament in all of college hoops. Spartans are down by 12 against a veteran Memphis team led by the great Penny Hardaway. But you'll take it. The Spartans are young. Good win last night, and they're in Maui. I guess you can't really complain a whole lot.
Yeah, good vacation with a little bit of basketball as well.
Absolutely.
Looking over across Perry, I should say, just down Perry, actually, directionally, over at Wink Arena. Ferris State taking on Grace Christian in men's hoops. 51-21 is our score in favor of the Bulldogs, so they look to be on their way for win number 8 on the season. Do have a score update from McBain now just coming in, and it is not looking pretty right now if you're a Coyote fan. 64-25, and Coach, we touched on in the pregame, that Rambler team, they grow the kids in the corn stalks. They come out 6'9", and they can hoop. Every single one of them.
Everything. Andy Brockham, a perfect example. Won a state title there. It goes as far back, as Andy does. I played morning ball against Andy once, an absolute bucket. Same thing. You go to McBain. It's a tough place to play. They're going to beat up on you. They're going to make layups. They're going to run their offense to death. And if you come out of McBain with a win, you've got a heck of a ball club. I don't think we ever, in my 15 years, every time we went up there, we had a really, really bad time. because of how good they always are.
They're always a good team. Big thanks go out to Cook's Tree Service. Big Rapids trust Cook's Tree Service for all tree removal. 796-2908. They can help take care of those trees before the snow has ideas of taking it down themselves. New Horizon Landscaping as well. They can help clean it up for you in the winter. New Horizon clears snow for residential and commercial properties. In the spring and the summer, they care for your landscape to get your dock, get your landscape as far as your campfire area ready, your lawn ready. You can trust them. They're reliable. They premier landscapers in the area to keep your property cared, and you can find them as well on New Horizons on Facebook as well as other social media platforms. Big thanks to Menards. You can win a brand new truck, folks. See store for details. It's an F-150, a new Ford F-150. As my dad is an owner of an F-150, you're going to want one. Those things are pretty nice. They travel well, and we've put a lot of miles on those tires. And big thanks also goes out to American Legion Post 98. Contact Coach Scarpelli to sponsor a team as they look to compete for a Legion World Series championship. The best area players play for Post 98. Contact Coach Scarpelli at 796-7000 for more details, as well as we're getting close to snowfall. And you know what that means. Whoa. School closings, right, Coach? Obviously, you as a teacher as well, pumping your fist saying, you know what, the teachers love the snow days just as much as the students. So make sure WBRN 10-minute school closing guarantees, brought to you by Sky Guys Tree Service, Denley's Muffler, 19 Mile, and Big Rapids Tire, sponsors within a sponsored read. It's pretty much the best that you can get when it comes to these ads. Big thanks to Big Rapids Daily News, political sports. You can read up post this game as well. We'll have a recap for you there on Big Rapids Daily News, and so you can find out all the deets on how this one went down. Just about 60 seconds before we resume for basketball, and we'll get to Coach Thomas here in his breakdown in here in just a moment. But so far, Gabe Njenga has certainly showed that he's looking to be a really prominent player and obviously high-flying, explosive right now. He leads in the charts, but I think if you're especially looking at the other side for Shepherd, it's just limit number 5, especially in TJ Powell. He's been the go-to guy here so far tonight here for Coach Fozzie.
Yeah, they've held him to 2 of 9 from the field. If you can hold anybody's best player to 2 of 9 from the field, he's having a heck of a time getting anything accomplished. And he's 2 for 4 from the line as well. We said it was going to be the Powell and Luckhart's show, and we have done a great job of limiting their numbers. Let's be honest, we've done a great job of limiting Shepherd in general. 12 points and a half is outstanding. But yeah, Gabe is starting to get into the flow of things. You can see that he really likes that mid-range jump shot. Maybe that's something he can exploit in the second half because he's 2 for 2 in middies, and something that I know for a fact he practices on a frequent basis.
Absolutely. Last year in reference was a 30-30 score at the break. So a little bit more defensive game here than what was almost 365 days ago. We got 3 officials ready, 10 on the floor in orange basketball. That bounces to the proper height, and we are ready to resume the second half of action. Cardinals will start with the basketball. Heist will throw it into McLaughlin, and we are underway here in the third quarter.
We got Cole running baseline bumps to get an open jump shot. See if we can get to that 22.
Just a little bit short. It was a good look there. Shepherd might be throwing maybe a little bit of a saggy man into almost a zone type of look there. We'll have to wait and follow to see if they change it up defensively here in this half. Quick jump shot near the free throw line. Short there from Luckhart. Pulled down by Njenga. McLaughlin will cross over at midcourt. He's going to hand it back off to Gabe. They're going to work once again, trying to match it up here. Looks like it's a man-to-man. They go to almost what looks like a 2-3 formation when they set up, but they go back to a man, so maybe a little bit more of a saggy man. Maybe want Big Rapids to shoot a little bit more. Here's Cole Heist with it. He'll give it back up. McLaughlin pump fakes, drives inside, skip pass, great one, open shot, money ball, downtown Splash Town. It's Ty Gilschek from downtown, and he's on the board.
If Ty can start knocking down those jump shots, we're going to have a very, very, very good season.
From downtown, head downtown. Schuberg Insurance Agency, a proud three-point sponsor all season long. Foul on the floor given to Jerice Moten as he was defending the Blue Jay wingman over in the corner there. I believe that was Bryce Smith who was returned. We haven't seen him since the first quarter, obviously with those 2 fouls, so he'll be one to watch over there against a really aggressive defender like Moten. Now he'll be dividing against Powell. Njenga, nice job there inside, but they rule a kick ball as it was thrown right at his shin. Not much Gabe could have did that time, but a good defensive start here for Coach Ingles and company.
Coach Fox to our right loves the use of the feet. It's a great first touch. Gabe was a great soccer player for what it's worth growing up.
That is
until
true.
He decided to
That
focus
is
on
true.
hoops. So.
He's just an athlete. He's just an athlete out here, and Coach Fox loves to see him using his feet a little bit out there on the floor. Over on the wing, Shepherd going to take their time, settle it. Ripped up, intercepted. It was tipped there by Moten. It's into the hands of Njenga. 3-on-2 if the Cardinals want it. Njenga going to work over on the wing, trying to drive, trying to spin. Looks, kicks it out. Has a man. McLaughlin diving down. Jump shot. Oh, it's a beauty. A mid-range from the free throw line. That's what 4 can do, shooting the basketball. Great shot from McLaughlin. 24-12 lead. The Cardinals lead it. Shepherd having some trouble. They'll set it back up.
They have sped up Shepherd, but that's someone we can't leave. Got lucky. Left a good shooter open, but he didn't knock him down.
Foul is called on Moten again. He tried to go over top, it looked like, off the miss from Powell from downtown. Offensive rebound, and that's what Coach Kostecki talked about, those offensive rebounds for Shepherd. They've been limited so far overall in the first half, and we're starting to see them trying to use it maybe in the second half. Skip pass over across here. Cardinals looking in a little bit of a zone. This is something they do always to switch it up here. We'll see how Shepherd responds. Luckhart crossing over up top. Downhill, Pung finds his man over there, Payne, spinning inside. Hook shot on the way, no good. Battle for the board with Njenga towards the corner. Saved in, right to Njenga. Njenga defended by 2 guys, skip across. Heist now, 4-on-3. Skips it to the man in the corner. Looking for 3 is McLaughlin, and just short. It goes off the top there of the backboard. That'll be out of bounds. McLaughlin, a nice open shot, and that's the things you like to see. Getting open looks, just not able to hit that one.
Well, and what I like about that is you got that in transition. You get a steal, you have numbers, and you push the tempo to get an open shot instead of letting them get back.
Down low, Heist. Oh, he created a miss. Another miss, and Moten blocked it, but it's a foul call. They must have called it over top. So the foul is going to go potentially against Moten, and it is, and that's going to be his 3rd now. So Drew Heist, no choice really for Coach Ingles. You got to keep Moten into this ball game, and that requires to take him out right now. It's a weird thing to say, but every basketball fan knows exactly what we're talking about. So at the free throw line now is Braddock Payne. First one is a miss. So he is held right now at an 0 for, and their free throw percentage has not been kind to them so far. Maybe you got to credit the Cardinal Crazies across the way. They've wreaked some havoc when the other guys are at the line.
They have, holding them 2 for 5 from the line. This young man doesn't look necessarily comfortable at the line there. That one looked good, though.
3 for 6. 3 for Payne 6, makes the next one. So
they were 17 to 23 last year. You'll take 3 for 6.
Little bit of a full court pressure look defensively. They get it across to Njenga here. Half court trap. Gilcheck, skip pass. Heist, step in 3. Bottom!
That is something that is Cole Heist's bread and butter. He can step into a triple. It's as good as a layup. And we have sped up the Shepherd Blue Jays right now. They look incredibly uncomfortable, and they're kind of pulling at strings now to throwing things at the wall, see what sticks, see what's going to work.
Credit the coaching staff right now as they have created chaos, and Shepherd is clearly not comfortable. Pass over to Gilcheck, skip to the corner, McLaughlin back up. They find the open man, Njenga just traveled. He was so excited because he saw an open lane and a chance to go down the runway for a slam. He just forgot to put the ball down first.
He did. But great ball movement there before the turnover. He made 4 passes, made extra passes. Ty Gilcheck is very, very good at getting in the middle of zones and making decisions. Look for continued success if Shepherd stays in this zone press.
Gilcheck diving for a ball, not able to get it, and that results in a layup the other way. Nice little lay there. Back into the ball game once again, as we mentioned at the break. Bryce Smith, haven't seen him a lot. Njenga diving downhill, lost the basketball, looking for a foul, not going to get one from the officiating crew. Turnover for Gabe is going the other way. Shepherd will walk it across. Powell with it in hand, the southpaw over towards the elbow. He's going to think twice about it. Hands off to Luckhart. Now at the elbow, back to Powell. Working one-on-one. Pung is going to try a 3. That one knuckles off the back iron, pulled down there by Cole. Cole Heist now, the junior, brings it up. Skip pass to the corner. He's got a man. McLaughlin downhill, lays it up. Just missed. It looked like he faded a little bit too far under the basket. Misses the layup. 27-15 our score, approaching halfway through the third. Eisenberger will check in here at the break for Shepherd. Powell's going to try a contested three from Njenga, no good. Out and running, Gabe's got it. One man is Luckhart, and he lost the basketball, and they're going to rule that it will stay with the Cardinals. Great hustle from Ashton Luckhart that time. Just to get back, he knows he can't block Gabe Njenga, but strip it before he gets up to carry to put it home. So they're going to work now from down below the basket.
That's one where you know Gabe would like to go up and dunk that one. That's when you just got to go up and finish. Take an easy layup, get the 2 points. But again, way to run the floor by the Cardinals. A good look. You just got to finish.
McLaughlin takes the three, no good. Pulled down by Powell. Luckhart will bring it across now. Hooked up by Njenga. We'll see if they go back to Powell. He's right now guarded by Drew Heist over on the wing. They're going to throw it down on the block this time. Skip packs back out. Eisenberger drives down the lane and scores. McLaughlin's timing was a little messed up. By the time he looked back, he was already driving downhill because he thought that the ball wasn't skipped. It was still down there. And so, unfortunately, that makes it a 10-point game. Cardinals still with the lead if you're just joining us. 3:31 to go. Gilchek downhill. Lost it on the way up, and I believe it hit the Blue Jays before it went out of bounds. So the Cardinals will get it back here with 3:27 to go in the third.
A good pick and roll there. Cole does a good job of finding Ty in the middle of the lane. Ty just got to gather there and just power up with 2 feet and finish. We're very, 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 you can tell, first game jitters, a little uncomfortable. Let's see if we can, make a good decision here. That's a good decision right there.
3 ball on the way, just short. It's a great look for Drew Heist, a great shooter, wide open in the corner. You're going to take that 9 times out of 10. Not able to connect this one. We'll see if he gets another look. He's defending now. It'll be Eisenberger's turn, and he drills a triple. A couple feet behind the wing line as he hits from downtown. Cuts it now to single digits and 7. Shepherd trying to claw their way back in. Battle of the Birds here in the third. McLaughlin skip pass over for Heist. That's Drew Heist, that is. Gilchek is now going to survey back out. He's going to give it out, defended by Bailey. Njenga now working up top. He's going to dribble this one out, wait for the guys to get set up. Maybe trying to go one-on-one. Crossover down the lane. Lost the basketball again. Out and running now as Powell finds a teammate. Eisenberger down the lane and scores. 27-22, out and running now is Drew Heist in transition, trying to catch the Blue Jays off guard, not able to do so. Here's Cole Heist with it, trying to work one-on-one, looking for a man, hands off for Njenga. Njenga, free throw line, jump shot, got it! Big hit from 24, shades of Mamba on the turnaround jump shot at the free throw line.
Gabe's bread and butter, get him the ball, get him to the elbow, and let him attack. That was desperately needed right there. We got a little stagnant. Score a bucket, set up the press, create chaos. That's the formula right now that's working, and that's what we just did there.
As Powell throws it away, intended for Luckhart. They have not, Shepherd that is, handled the press very well so far. They've thrown the ball away a couple times. Obviously, the first game jitters in full effect here for the Blue Jays. Cardinals with a 7-point lead. Big thanks to Cook's Tree Service. They trust Cooks. Big Rapids does for all of your tree removal. Call 796-2908. 3 ball on the way, no good from Gilchek. He had an open look. Cardinals right now trying to find the 3-point shot. They made a couple in a couple bunches, but have been kind of cold since. That one off the glass, no good. Back up for the second chance, no good. Njenga pulls down the rebound. Shepherd trying to get eyes and bodies on him to slow him down in transition. They do for the time being. Powell against Njenga. Njenga looking downhill. Tries to find a man and does. McLaughlin down the lane looking to put it up. And he scores. Great cut from Liam McLaughlin. Good find from Njenga as he tries to create chaos. Knocked out of bounds. Shepherd will retain possession with 1:20 to go. Belvin now will check in, give Gilchek a break. He's been hustling all over the place here in the third.
A good job by Gabe there to attack the paint, get to the block, and then came under control, rose up, noticed that he didn't have a good look, and he dumps it to Liam for an easy 2. That's something that has evolved in Gabe's game right there. Last year, he probably would have forced a tough jump shot. He just drops it off to Liam for an easy bucket. A good play. He's having a good showing tonight.
Full timeout. We'll take 1-2 back in 60 seconds with more Cardinal basketball right here on News Radio WBRN.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced? Or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity, and of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
JD Fit in downtown McRapids works to meet all fitness goals, whether it's to lose weight, get more mobile, or become a bigger, faster, stronger athlete. JD Fit specializes in custom-built workout plans for you based on your goals. Get JD Fit. Get started with a free consultation. Visit getjdfit.com.
Welcome back here in Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you on News Radio WBRN. 31-22 is our score. Cardinals currently lead here in the season opener here in Big Rapids. These are two district championship programs combining for 22 titles. Obviously, the Cardinals have the 12-10 advantage, so you're seeing a good basketball game, and right now a good defensive basketball game between these two teams, and we'll see if that continues on here throughout the rest of this third quarter. We got 80 seconds to decide who will lead after the third quarter, and then 8 minutes to follow. Cutting downhill, Luckhart finds a man, Powell. Good closeout from Njenga. Collision at the free throw line. No foul called. Powell looking to survey around. Nobody open. And he finally gets it off here to Luckhart. Looking for a screen up top there from Bailey. He's going to deny it. Over to the wing side now. Here's Bryce Smith looking to body up a man. Powell's got a mismatch against Craven.
Yeah, posting Powell up. Big, strong kid. A 6'3 guard against a 5'10", 5'11 guard. You'll take that matchup. But Owen Craven, football guy, does a good job. And then Gabe with a huge block.
Great block there from Njenga as he swats that shot attempt from Bryce Smith. Heist will get it in his hands. 36 seconds to go. Potentially last shot in the hands of Craven. Over to Njenga. Njenga surveys. He's got an open shot. He's going to take it. He's going to hit it. Don't leave 24 open, especially from the mid-range. He has improved immensely overall this summer. As you can see why a guy that shot just about, I believe, over the late season, 44%, but his mid-range was a little bit lower. Off to a great start in this season. Down the lane, trying to find a man. Ball trying to get saved in off a couple Blue Jays out to Powell. Blocked by Njenga, got a piece of it. Driving back in, Powell off his own miss, finds a man underneath and scores. Talon Bailey with the putback as that concludes the third quarter. 33-24 at the break. Cardinals with the lead. We'll step aside. We'll break it down as well as get to the fourth quarter. Coming up next between the Cardinals and Blue Jays in the Battle of the Birds. After this, right here on News Radio WBRN.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Back we go here in Cardinal Arena as we're about set for the fourth quarter right now. Blake, we obviously see 33-24 on the board. It's going good for the Cardinals, and it's been going good if you're a fan of Gabe Njenga's mid-range shot. He's made a lot of them tonight and in a lot of big moments when this offense just wasn't hitting.
Yeah, a couple of big shots there when we needed them. Yeah, the game got cut to 5, gave the ball to Gabe, and I think he's gone on his own little 6-0 run here by himself. He's been very involved. One thing that I was really hoping we would see this year is him being involved on the defensive end. He's got he's got 7 rebounds already. He's got 3 or 4 block shots. He's been fantastic. And that's what you need from a senior leader, especially a senior leader with aspirations to play at the next level. That's 6'8" and can do a lot of the things that he does.
Powell against McLaughlin puts it up, and he is fouled as McLaughlin hawked him down, but on the side of the body, leaning a little bit too much there. 2 at the stripe up coming for Powell. Big thanks to Cook's Tree Service, as well as New Horizon Landscaping, Menards, American Legion Post 98, Dazos Digital, Big Rapids Daily News. The Rundown, Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9, Mornings with Aaron. The Morning Rush, that is, with Aaron on Y102, as well as WBRN School Closing Guarantee for your support of Cardinal basketball. First one is up on the way in good, so 33-25 now. Lead cut to 8. And an out, it'll stay at 8 as we start the fourth quarter. Cardinals with the lead here if you're just joining us. Cole Heist driving downhill and will pick up a foul for the Blue Jays. From behind, I believe they're going to call that on 11, Tyler Travis, who's been kind of the first man off the bench here for Coach Fozzie. And he picks up his first foul here, 7:50 to go in the fourth. Good job there by Heist being very patient.
And Cole can be really difficult to guard. He's very, very good with both hands. So right there, he gave him a little hezzy, went left hand, and picked up the foul.
Belvin had it. Now Njenga for three. Back iron, no good. Pulled down there by Travis and the Blue Jays. Lockhart will carry it across midcourt. Looking for a good offensive set, Shepherd. They've been kind of held in check here in the third. Not as many up on the board, especially that run in the second quarter. Kind of made them a little cold going into halftime. Got a couple looks since then, but not as many consistent looks. Lockhart's got one at the free throw line, just short. Bounces right there to Cole Heist. He'll pick up the board, and he'll run the offense now. Gilchek will set up here at the break when we get a next sub. Kick out. Open man. McLaughlin corner three. That one's long. Fight for it. Belvin tip. And the Njenga count the bump and the bucket. Great job by Njenga staying with the play, and a great job as well. Lamont Belvin staying with that play. Gets it away from the Blue Jays to the hands of Gabe, and he's got an and one opportunity upcoming. Moten and Gilchek in here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of a guy coming off the bench and Lamont Belvin not trying to do too much, but filling his role. Just getting an offensive board, getting the ball to Gabe, who he's at the block. He's going to put the ball in the hole. A good finish by him with the weak hand. Again, an ugly bucket. But in game one, those are buckets you need to win games. You need ugly buckets all the time to win games, let's be honest.
Free throw line, no good there from Njenga. So 35-25, the lead is at 10. Post 98 baseball charity stripe shot is no good. So you're going to have to make for it somehow. You can donate to the team. Contact JT Scarpelli for more information. Moving it around, Shepherd trying to get an open look in a matchup they want. Eisenberger trying to go downhill. Good defense there from Moten. Across the way, open man. Travis fires off the back iron, no good. Nice job there by Gilchek. He is looking close to double-digit boards here in this contest. Almost kind of putting up the Rodman numbers. Hasn't been scoring a lot, but doing what he needs to do. He's got it now on the block. Here comes a double team against Gilchek. Trying to reverse his way out of it. Skip pass. Cole, spot up from the wing. In and out, no good. It was almost all the way through and bounced back out. You can see the smirk on his face there wanting that one. He's going to play defense now against Travis on the wing.
What a great look, though, by Ty Gilchek. Does a good job of staying composed, drives baseline, finds the open man.
Njenga with a steal. Clear the runway. They tried to foul him. Brian trying to go up, and he draws a foul. So it'll be Gabe Njenga. We'll see if it's a shooting foul. I think based on where he was, where they called the foul, I believe he's going to get 2 at the stripe for redemption. Foul is going to be registered to Lockhart. That is his second foul, according to our main man, Justin Fox. If it's over the PA, it's got to be right. So he's going to have his second foul. Njenga on the way. First one is up and good from the charity stripe. Subs in for Shepherd. Pung and Smith, 2 starters, return for Coach Fozzie.
A good steal by Gabe. And they're not going to let him dunk, so he gets the foul. Make him earn him at the line. But again, having a great game. And we're talking about, he was 6 of 13 from the line last year. Right now, 5 for 7. That's a stark difference.
Much, much better there for 24. Down the lane. Powell lost it, stripped away by Heist. They want to go out and run now. Trying to throw numbers at Cole. Continues to stay composed. Drives downhill. Skip pass over away. McLaughlin drives. Looks for the contact and draws the contact. So he'll have 2 upcoming. As Shepherd kind of bailed him out there for a second. Eisenberger will pick up the foul. McLaughlin driving downhill. Didn't have as much to work with, but at least gets it up towards the window and is able to get a Blue Jay arm to come across. So he'll have 2 from the post 98 baseball charity stripe. First one on the way, in and out, no good from Liam. Shot the ball decently last year overall. He really didn't shoot many free throws. I believe in my book from last year, he only had 1 free throw. He did hit it. Right now sitting at 1 for 2. Make it 1 for 3 off the back iron. No good. 0 for 2. McLaughlin from the stripe. And that's one of the numbers that this team wants to improve. Last year, 53% from the stripe. A lot of open shots left there for the Cardinals last year.
Not going to win a lot of close games, shooting 53% from the line.
In and out, Smith from the three-point line. 12-point game. 5:24 to go here in the fourth. Cardinals with the lead here against Shepherd at home. Heist will get the play call in from Coach Heist and Coach Ingles. They're going to be ready to work. McLaughlin holds it on the wing. Back up here for Heist. little bit of a stunt double team for a second by Luckhart. He'll stay on Heiss, trying to get it down low to Ty. Here he goes to work, spinning, diving, puts it on the deck and scores. Big man bucket for 43, Ty Gilchek. That's a crafty post move. He loves to go to the spin.
That's a great sign. That's something that Ty is definitely gotten better at. Attacking in the post and a good finish. Huge. He's had a wonderful night tonight as well.
The big men have been stepping up to the challenge. Powell looking for anything is swatted away. Njenga over to Moten. Njenga down the hill. He lost it out of bounds again. Man, he's working so hard right now and just can't hang on to the basketball. He needs to almost have Cole Heiss' towel behind him just to wipe it off while he's running. He's had a lot of chances to try to lay it in or even stuff it, but just can't hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, this is one that he'll go back and watch film and realize that he's just got to come to a gather every once in a while and put the ball in the hole. But he has been an absolute menace defensively. T.J. Powell's going to have nightmares about Gabe Njenga.
There's another one as he throws it out of bounds. Njenga and Heiss pester him on a double team, and Powell throws it away. Another turnover for Shepherd. They've had a lot this game. And not only that, a lot against the full to half court, even extended pressure.
Yep.
4:20 to go here in this ball game. 39-24 Cardinals lead here in the season opener. Heiss over to McLaughlin down low. Back to Gilchek, looking to work, and tries the signature, but Shepherd caught it this time. Heck of a catch there from Pung as Gilchek ran out of real estate. Nobody's on Powell for the time being. Njenga coming downhill, trying to lay it up, trying to draw a foul, not able to do so. He lost it out of bounds. It's Cardinal basketball. Powell didn't like that call. He thought he got fouled from Njenga, and Jenga's laughing, saying, yeah, no, I didn't touch your arm or anything, so we're going to take the ball and we're just going to go with it. Cardinals will work with it again.
All right, look for the ball to go into the post here to Cole Heiss. Nope, they've changed it. Different call. Looks like they're going to their breakdown. 5 out here. Looks like they're clearing out, see if they can let Gabe get to work.
Gabe spinning, pestered on a double team. Ball on the deck. He lost it for the time being. A tie-up. We'll see who they go with. Possession arrows with the Cardinals as they call it a jump ball, and it will be. So the Big Rapids will keep possession here for the time being. Big thanks to Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post 98 Baseball, JD Fit, and MOTA, the Macassatsua Transit Authority, for all that you do in support of Cardinal basketball. So Big Rapids will get it underneath here. 3:35 to go. 14-point lead. Trying to maybe get it in the post, perhaps. We've seen some success overall here in this half, going to Gabe and Ty inside. Even the guards have some post moves as well. We've seen Cole Heiss work down there before. Gilchek going to get this set up. They'll get it in Cole's hands. From the wing, looking for a screen from Gilchek. He'll come back around and set it. Looks for the roll. Got it over to Gilchek. He's standing on top of the arc, spinning inside. Floater on the way, and it's pretty. Finds the nylon. Great shot from Gilchek. The patient look, pestering now defensively. McLaughlin man-to-man against Luckhart. Runs into a screen. Luckhart continues downhill. Lost it, but he's fouled. We'll see who the foul is called. Moten was there. McLaughlin was also hustling back. They are going to call it, it looks like, on McLaughlin, trying to just get a piece of the basketball. He'll pick up a foul. I believe that's his third of the ball game here so far.
Yeah, we let a high ball screen, let the ball handler get downhill. Right there, Liam didn't really have a choice. It's either foul or give up an easy bucket. Made the right choice. And now Big Rapids sitting in a 3-2 zone, forcing Shepherd to shoot shots over top. And, they have made one 3-point bucket.
Moten with a steal, looking to go downhill, lays it up. Rolls out. He had it all the way around. It touched all the circumference of the rim, but did not fall through. Good news, he was fouled, so he'll get 2 free throws upcoming. It's another great play there by the Cardinal defense. As you mentioned, Blake, they went to a 2-3 zone, and they're able to recognize the skip pass. Gabe's had a couple steals that way, and now we see Moten working defensively. He'll go to the line, first on the way. In and out, no good. The free throw rows continue here for this game. Gabe's been good otherwise right now, a little shaky from the other guys.
Yep. Yeah. Hovering right around that 50% mark, maybe a little bit lower. There you go.
Second one good there from Moten, so he will now extend the lead to 17, 42-25, 2:40 to go here in the fourth. Powell down to the free throw line, back up top, Luckhart. Looking across the wing, calling for it as Pung. Fires immediately, draws nothing. Might have caught the AC on the way up. Nothing on the rim. 2:30 to go here in this game. Heist now one-on-one against Pung. They'll run the offense. Subs coming in. Drew Heist coming into the check-in table. Skip pass, and it's turned over the top of McLaughlin. Subs will come in here for both teams now. It will be Belvin, Drew Heist, and Owen Craven into the ball game here for Big Rapids. Shepard will make a couple changes as well. Andy Sickles making his way on here for, it looks like, TJ Powell. So it appears Coach Fazy Smith, Coach Fazy, I should say, is possibly looking to get some other guys some first game experience here. 17-point deficit, a lot to come back from here this late. Short corner back up to the wing now. Eisenberger holds it. Here's Pung, still the zone for the Cardinals. 3 on the way, got it! Fresh into the game, Chris Crockett. Davian Crockett firing and hitting the target. Cuts it to 14. Njenga will hold it here. Time on your side if you're a Cardinal fan. Big time lead.
Yep, all you want here is to get a quality shot. Hopefully a layup, something that that's gonna be a high percentage.
Njenga holding it over there in the wing, and he is fouled. Eisenberger really just trying to stay with him, not the same quick foot speed, as Gabe will draw a foul. 2 more subs coming on here for Coach Ingalls and company. Ashton Fulkema and Isaac Wilhelm will make their way to the table here for the final 90 seconds. We'll get instructions from the bench. They'll come in momentarily. Gabe now will be at the free throw line here upcoming, as that foul will go, I believe, on Eisenberger. So that's the 7th of the half. First one on the way, up and good there from Njenga. Wilhelm will stay. He'll await that sub. Heist will come off. Cole Heist, that is. Ashton Fulkema will make his first season appearance here for the Cardinals. Gabe Eyes, the second on the way, is good. That will finish the night for 24. Might be the early favorite for our player of the game. Be sure to stick around post-game. We'll get you who our player of the game is. Presented by Big Rapids Public and Virtual Schools. 44-28, the Cardinal Crazies start to recognize the outcome. They're now getting into it for their hometown guys. Some of the guys coming off the bench now. Crockett downhill against Belvin, lays it up too short. Rebound by Craven. He'll hold it up here. He'll walk it across, defended by Eisenberger. Now a skip pass over for Heist, off his fingertips, but does make the catch. Fulkema around here to Drew Heist. The true freshman holds it in his mitts now. Puts it on the deck for Craven. Craven will survey here. 60 seconds to decide this one. Fulkema trying to drive downhill. Does. Draws a foul. It looks like they're on Eisenberger as Drew Heist drains it after the whistle. Unfortunately, it's not going to count for Drew Heist. He'll still be awaiting his first varsity points. Yep. But now Ashton Fulkema has his opportunity as he'll go to the post-98 baseball charity stripe. Be sure to stick around. We'll have our whole post-game report, stats and breakdown, as well as many scores around the league as we can get to conclude this one. First one off the back iron there for Fulkema. Another sub coming on here. Colby Griffin will make his first appearance. We'll take out the freshman Drew Heist, and so now the bench fully emptied here for Coach Ingalls and company for the final 60 seconds. Fulkema looking for his first varsity point of the campaign. On the way, off the back iron, no good. Look at Lamont Belvin battling, and he draws a foul now. He'll get opportunities at the stripe with that box out. We'll get the call officially from the table. Sickles will pick up his first foul. We got one more sub coming into the game, folks. Some call him the X Factor. The Michelin Man is on his way in here momentarily after the free throws from Belvin. He'll take his time. First one on the way. Oh, just short off the front iron. So he'll await to come in here for Lamont, who will get his second on the way. 44-28 our score. Cardinals with a 16-point lead. It's been a good performance, a gritty one, but the defense has been great here tonight in the opener. Second one on the way, and it's flush. Silky smooth shot there from Belvin. He's got a point in the book, and he'll give way. That's his first varsity point. Congratulations to Lamont. And now we'll see bench fully empty. Xavier Mischler is on here for the Cardinals. 17-point lead. Shepard looking to try to get a good possession before they hit the bus ride home. Working now is Crockett. Crossed over to Pung. Open man, firing for three, is good. Confident shot from Bryce Smith. Hasn't shot the ball much. Maybe he should have shot more during the game, but that's just been a credit for the Cardinal defense. They've been great in the gaps. They've been great as far as making every shot contested. Here's Wilhelm downhill. What a fake! Crafty! Oh, he made it short on the layup. Would have been an and one mixtape top 10 type play, but he just left it short. He's even smiling about it.
It's a great take, though, by Isaac. Way to be aggressive. Gets his opportunity, takes it.
As Pung now answers with another three. Shepard closing the gap now 11. 10 seconds to go, so it's a little too late for the Blue Jays. Mishler's open. Fires a three. Oh, goodness. Xavier Mishler, the X Factor from downtown. Big time. That's why he wears the threes on his chest and back, folks. He can fire it from everywhere. That was good from 35.
And that's one thing that Xavier has been able to do always is he has been a good jump shooter. And he knocks down a pro-range triple.
Really nice shot there from Mishler. That's going to do it, folks. Your final score here from Cardinal Arena. Big-time win for the Cardinals over the Blue Jays. Congrats to Coach Ingles and the coaching staff. Their first win of the season, and it comes at home against the team that beat them last year. I'm sure for a lot of these returning guys, especially guys like Cole Heiss, especially guys like Liam McLaughlin, obviously Gabe Njenga, Ty Gilchek, all of those guys. This one's got to feel good after what happened early season last year. And so a nice dominant win here for the Cardinals as they're able to take down the Blue Jays here at home.
Yeah, good win for the guys. Always want to start your season off with a win, and we'll take it.
We'll get to our post-game report after these words. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball right here on News Radio WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my expert D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive NAPA-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball provides the area's best baseball players the opportunity to play on Michigan's most competitive diamonds. Post 98 has recruited the area's best players for 2025 summer competition. Elite players from Big Rapids, Newaygo, Everett, Reed City, Stanton, and more. Today, Post 98 is looking for local business partnerships to sponsor individual players for next summer's team. Get your business on your player's jersey as well as in these ads. Your sponsorship covers the cost of the player's uniform. Call 796-7000.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
The ASE Blue Seal of Excellence Award for auto repair is not easy to earn, and there's just one repair shop in the area that has received it. Quality Car and Truck Repair. Call or make your appointment online today to 20th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Detroit Lions football.
Jared leans in, takes the snap, hands to Montgomery, head down to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. They've got the lead back. David Montgomery against his former team.
The Detroit Lions face the Chicago Bears at Ford Field. Pre-game Thanksgiving Day at noon on your home for Detroit Lions football.
Lions football is on WBRN 96.5. Brought to you by Paris Auto Sales, Big Rapids Pennzoil, Mecosta County Collision, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Moda Public Transportation, and Paris Auto Service.
All right, let's get into our Cardinal basketball postgame show here live from courtside. This one is a wrap. This one is final. The Cardinals are victorious. A great defensive effort tonight. 48-34 is your final. And we'll get to the BRPS player of the game momentarily. Blake's got his pick, and I think it's the right one. I think you all probably know who that's going to be. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Awarding winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, extensive education, extracurricular opportunities at Big Rapids High School as well. BRPS is the school of choice in the area. Visit brps.org. So we will waste no more time. Blake, we got our winner, and I think it's probably, if we had a popular fan vote going in, I think this guy would probably win all the fans away as well.
Yeah, absolutely. With 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks. A great performance for a season opener. It's Gabe Njenga. Did a little bit of everything. I'm proud of him because he was 7 for 9 from the free throw line, which is a huge difference from last year. Just in general, throughout the whole season, you can tell how much he's worked on his game. The 9 boards is something. He averaged 4 a game last year. He's over doubled that today. And he had TJ Powell, the Shepherd's best player, just in handcuffs all night. Blocked 5 of his shots. The kid is going to have nightmares about Gabe moving forward because Gabe absolutely shut him down. Held him to 2 for 13 from the field. A fantastic job. So overall, a great team performance, but I think Gabe was our standout guy.
Absolutely. Our player of the game presented by BRPS and BRVS. Big thanks to those for supporting our player of the game. Time and temperature on your way, if you're just leaving the building, is 30 degrees, so it's gotten a little colder. Be sure, safe travels home here in the dark weather. It is still hunting season, folks, so those deer don't slow down, and they won't slow down when they hit your car, so do be aware if you're leaving the area. Big thanks to JD Fit. The area's best athletes train at JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids. Heard word that the vertical might be because of John Durante. So if you want to jump out of the gym like Gabe Njenga, you got to head downtown to JD Fit.
Heard a lot of good things.
Absolutely. Dazos Digital Stat and Breakdown. Blake, obviously you mentioned a couple of the numbers from just now. TJ Powell pretty much held in check all night. Cardinals still with maybe a little concern at the free throw line. Obviously they got it done defensively, so you take obviously the win. You have things to work on. Free throw line probably for them will be one of the biggest keys, but defensively I think that they showed, obviously, small sample size, first game, but their defense could be a little bit better than they were last year, and that might be a big advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. An outstanding performance defensively. Really, Shepard hit, 2 or 3 triples at the very end of the game to make it look a little bit closer than it actually was. But if you hold any varsity club to 34 points in a game, you're going to have a really, really good time. That's less than 9 points a quarter. You'll take that. So proud of the guys. Again, a good win. You're off. You're 1-0, and that's better than half of the teams in the state right now. So.
Absolutely. And almost 7 blocks, I believe, as a team, 9 steals. I mean, that just goes to show the defensive effort all night was incredible. So that's your Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. For more, log on to Big Rapids Daily News. We'll have the recap for you out here into tomorrow morning, as well as the full radio playback. Apparently, you guys love to listen back to the broadcast, and so we'll have that posted for you here. Big thanks go out to Athletic Director Don Thompson, as well as the entire Big Rapids High School basketball coaching staff, Superintendent Tim Heist, as well as Principal Ron Pinkham. Thank you for your support for helping us make this broadcast possible. Big thanks to my partner in his debut. Doing a great job, Blake Thomas. Can't wait to have you on the way here. We'll have the next game for you here next Tuesday. Should be a fun one. Once again, we got the high-flying Aviators, I believe, of Grand Rapids, West Michigan Aviation Academy out of Grand Rapids. It was fun to go to that place this last year. It's a unique environment for sure.
Is.
And we can't wait to now have them come back to our home gym.
Yep, they'll be a good club. You know, they've got a little spy over there in Jameis Klein, who's a Big Rapids kid, played in our program up until last year.
Yep.
And he said they've circled it. He was here actually helping out with tip-off camp, and they said they're coming here to win, so it should be a good one.
Absolutely. Big thanks to you guys for listening at home. Be sure to subscribe on Big Rapids Daily News for more on Big Rapids Cardinal basketball coming up here later on this year. That'll do it. We'll see you next Tuesday. The Aviators coming into town to take on the Cardinals. We start the season 1-0 with a win over the Shepherd Blue Jays. Your final score 48-34 here from Cardinal Leader. For Blake Thomas, Brandon Wirtz signing off. This has been a presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball right here on News Radio WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.